Okay, so I've got my family with that individual tile there, and now I just want to show you how to make variations on that initial setup I've got with the screen with the three panels. Also, I'm calling them panels, the three screens. And I'll load a new pattern into those, starting with that individual tile. So I'll just select it and then go to Edit Extrusion, and I'm going to clear all the things inside and come up with a new pattern, and I'll use pick lines and then put in an offset value of, well actually I don't know size, so I'll just do it again, sorry, so an offset value of 30, which should be alright. That's too much, sorry, 20. And I'll use tab just to select all those sides, and I want a more geometric sort of pattern, so I'm just going to draw in some lines. Oh, and this is a good thing to show you as well. Notice how the lines look a bit strange when I'm drawing them. It's because I forgot to change the offset value there, and it keeps that value even if you are using a different tool up here. So I had it with pick lines, now it's picked it up even when I draw straight lines, but a good way of resetting it without typing in anything is just to cancel drawing, start drawing again, it'll set it back to 0. Okay, so I'll again just draw some lines in, not completely randomly, I've got an idea what I want to do, and so I'm getting offset these lines. I think I got the reference plane there, so I'll just do that one again. Now I'm using offset with these draw tools and the offset value there, but the offset tool up here is pretty similar. Okay, so now I'm going to just get some other shapes in here, so maybe we'll get some lines going over this way, and again I keep forgetting to change the offset back to 0. Yep. And maybe one over here. Yeah, we'll try that. And the great thing about this approach is you can see how it looks in 3D with very few steps after this, and then modify the original to get variations on that, and again see the result very quickly. Just joining all these lines together now that I've split them. So using trim to corner, of course, just to make sure it's a closed shape. I've got to split that one though. There we are. Okay, so that's my new pattern. And so then... Oh, good. Okay, yeah, thanks. Yep, thanks. Yep. This is where AutoCAD would be much faster, but you can still do it with Revit. So there we are. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to save it now with a new name, and that's really important. If I save it with the same name, I'm going to lose all of the work that I've done. So on the previous tile, I mean. So really important here that it has a different name to the original file. Now I'm going to use Load into Project and choose the screen panel family. Click OK. And you can see it's just placed to one side. That's okay. I'm just going to click to place it anywhere, and then I'll delete it now that I've placed it, because I really want to select one of those that I have already. In fact, I'm going to select all 4 with Control key. And now in Properties, I can simply change them to the other family. Finish, and they all change. So now I want to update this into the version with 3. So I'm going to go back to, God, it looks almost like a Chinese character, I don't know. Anyhow, so, well, anyhow. So let's go and do a Save As family and give it again a new name. Really important that you do this whenever you make your changes, unless you do want to lose the work you've done previously. So now, again, loading the project, and then the one with screen 3 panel, with the 3 panels in it. And again, it's going to bring the new one in. The others unaffected because they have still the original name. But again, I can delete the new one. Now that it's loaded, I can choose any of those, and again, choose version 2 of screen panel. So again, save as, family, screen panel version 2. And then again, loading the project now to finally load it into an actual project file, the one I've got at the top. And I might just click fairly randomly to place it before I go into my ground floor plan. And if I go to component now, you can see I've got that one loaded, and I'd already checked the distance here between the columns, so I know it's going to fit in between. So it's trying to snap, but I'll just do that by eye, that's good enough. And I'll put in a couple of copies maybe. And so I'll just switch to a 3D view, to a camera view. So you can see it in perspective. And so now I can select those and easily switch to, I could switch to the other version if it had been loaded, but since it hasn't been, I need to open that file, screen panel version, screen 3 panel version 1. And I can just click load into project now. And again, it doesn't hurt just to click to place it anywhere, just so that you can be sure it's loaded into that project. Again, I've deleted the new one I just loaded, and now I can come back to that perspective view and show you that even in a perspective view, you can easily switch between different versions.
Can you adjust the dimensions of those panels?
Not easily, no. This is a good example of something where maybe it's not worth trying to be too tricky and make it all parametric, because I mean, it would be easy to make the frame have an adjustable size, because that's a fairly simple object. But these tiles, will be difficult to make adjustable. You could, but you would have to work out how it scales, which part of the pattern changes as it gets bigger and smaller, and that would be a bit of work.
That's the point from assembly?
No, well, that's just something you can do with Windows.
I think that's a complicated part.
That is, but you don't always have to.
That's why I'm always thinking how we're gonna, the concept of lofting and maybe changing, it's a little bit complicated.
Yeah, with a window, it makes sense, because usually with a window, you need different sizes of the same window. But not this, that's right. Furniture often doesn't need to be parametric all the time. So
the way you do it is if you want to put those panels back to different size,
yep.
then you would make two families with different size. That's what you're saying. Two different families.